So is this art getting more valuable within time?
I would say yes, it's definitely reached an inflection point. In music, you're seeing a long tail trend of these music catalog sales. Last year, we had, Bruce Springsteen on the list with his catalog going for some 500 million. What investors are realizing with these music catalogs is every time a song is listened to or featured in a movie or a commercial, if sheet music of that song is sold, that's music in a musician's pocket. And that becomes a predictable and steady income stream that investors look at and they say, hey, that's a reliable source of money for us. We're going to get, $100 million together or more and buy this artist out. And that way we get the income stream over the years and the artist gets this really big one-time payout, which as these acts like the Rolling Stones and Genesis get older, they're not really going to tour as much. They're not going to produce as much new albums, most likely. So they're looking at these large payouts as a retirement fund.
On your list, I did notice that there was only one female. Who is it?
That would be Taylor Swift, who is on the list again this year for the sixth time. She made $92 million last year based off of bonkers revenue that her music generated for her label parent, Universal, last year.
Tell me more about Taylor Swift's year.
Sure. So she had a really good year based on the fact that, as we all know, she's re recording a lot of her back catalog, her old albums that were sold out from under her some years ago. And because she's re releasing these albums as new content, her loyal fan base are snapping them up and listening to them more than the original versions out of loyalty to Taylor. And the other half of what happened last year was she released her 10th studio album, Midnights, which came out in, I think, December of last year. It was definitely in the fourth quarter of 2022, where uh, just streams of Midnights made up 50% of her all of her streams for 2022. And a analyst for JP Morgan took a look at all that data and figured out her music made 230 million in revenue just for Universal last year, which comprised 3% of their total revenue from recorded music, which is a really incredible feat in today's day and age. Musical artists aren't making the majority of their music from releasing albums. The biggest source of income for them these days is touring. So it's something really to be celebrated and to be lauded in an era in which internet downloading and streaming has kind of devalued the income stream that an artist would typically get from having their albums and singles sold.